Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie, and today I'm going to be doing a very fun one for me personally. I'm going to be going over what books I want to read this year and which ones I might buy, all that fun jazz, all that fun book stuff, book talk. I'm looking at you. How are you doing? If you're as excited as I am for this video, lock in and let's get started. This video is going to be broken apart into like 4 different sections. We're going to be doing books that I've finished already / am currently working on, most realistic books to finish, top choices of books that I own, so the ones I really want to get to, and then also most likely to be purchased. So the first section, books I've already finished / am working on. Let's see. Start with the Heartstopper series. I've already read books 1 and 2. I'm reading them okay. So I've got this rule in my low buy that if I read 2 books, I can buy a third one, like buy another book. And I didn't want to cheat because these books are very easy to get through. So I'm reading one and then I'm reading another book. And then I'm going to read one and then I'm going to read another book. So I can't cheat my way into buying a bajillion books. The other book that I finished, I read this in January as well as the first Heartstopper book, was 13 Reasons Why. I chose this book because I found it at a local bookshop and it was like $6. So how could I refuse? I liked the first 2 seasons of the show. So I wanted to, obviously I like the first one the most. So that's the book that I wanted to read. Well, I don't even know if there's a sequel, honestly. There's probably not. But I gave it a 3.5 on Goodreads. It could have been better. Like, I saw a lot of reviews of people saying that, like, oh, it romanticized suicide and it painted mental health in a bad light. I didn't get that vibe. I felt like the time was very weirdly distributed. Like, this is supposed to take place over the events of 2 years, but from how sped up it is because he listens to all the tapes in one night. So it feels very sped up. So you think that more is happening sooner than it is. So it's kind of like, how did she get to this place so fast? But it's actually over the course of 2 years and her slowly giving up, which is very relatable. So I don't know. I felt like the time could have been demonstrated better. So yeah, 3.5 on this one. But the 2 Heartstopper books that I read were both 4.5s because I love Heartstopper. Now, the book that I'm currently reading, we are working on I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai. Girl, I read this book, I believe, when I was either in 7th. I believe I read this book when I was in 9th grade, maybe 7th. But oh my God, this book was so fire. I don't remember a lot from my childhood. But anyway, I remember this book being amazing, but I was thinking on it when I saw it in Barnes & Noble, and I was like, I bet this is going to be even more incredible because I was just a kid when I read this book. So now that I'm 22, I have like a whole different respect for her. And wow, I'm only on like chapter 2, but it's even just the prologue and chapter 1 have me hooked. Anyway, I'm so excited to fully remember her story. Okay, the top choices that I have for reading this year that don't include the rest of the Heartstopper books are Genderqueer by Maya Kobabe. I have heard incredible things about this book, and I've heard that it's been banned in multiple states, so that makes me want to read it even more. As a queer person, I just feel like all of our voices are being silenced and it's not fun. So at least one good thing about me being an adult is I have the power to buy my own books and read what the school system is trying to shut out of our kids. So sue me. I'm reading this book. My other book that I really want to read is Misery by Stephen King. This movie slapped. Kathy Bates is literally just like the most fire bitch you've ever met in your entire life. She's such a great actress. and she really emulates. I bet she emulates this character incredibly well because she was fucking insane in that movie. So can't wait to read that one. And then my last book that I know I really want to read is Homegoing by Ya Gyasi. I might have butchered that, so correct me if I'm wrong. Editing Meggie, it is pronounced Ya Gyasi. We do our research, we fact check. But yeah, Homegoing. God, I've had this book for probably 3 years. Not gonna cap, haven't read it yet. I don't remember what it's about, so we're gonna relearn together. I'm already. The first sentence got me shocked. A novel of breathtaking sweep and emotional power that traces 300 years in Ghana. Damn, girl. Let's see. Two half sisters are born in different villages. One's married to an Englishman, others imprisoned beneath her castle dungeons, sold into the Gold Coast's slave trade. The other, like, one thread of Homegoing follows the Englishman's wife's descendants, and the other thread follows the slave and her children in America. Wow. Okay, no wonder I wanted to read this book. This shit sounds fire. That literally sounds like an amazing story. It reminds me of, not obviously not the exact same story in any capacity, but it reminds me of Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. She is a fire author. Oh my god, I can't even breathe. She's amazing. And then I've got the main 3 books that I want to buy this year if I meet my reading goals. Number 1 is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. I've heard very good things about that book, and as someone with a less than normal mother, I want to see her point of view. That's all I'm going to say. I would like to see her point of view. I'd also, oh my gosh, if this book is anything like the movie, it might be one of my only 5-star books this year. The Lovely Bones. Oh my god, I can't remember who wrote that. Alice Sebold. Sebold? Yeah. Diet Cokes in a box. Anyway, yeah, that movie literally like sent me in childhood. I love that movie so much. That creepy actor Stanley Tucci, he's so fire. I don't even know how many awards that man's won, but I can tell you right now it's not enough. His range is exceptional, and he plays that creep so well. Yeah, I really, 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 really want to read that book. So that's probably going to be the first one I buy because I read both of my books in January that I needed to read, and I've already read one in February, so that's 3 books. So anyway, so yeah, I'm definitely going to plan an excursion to Barnes and Noble this month, and I'm going to use my gift card. Okay, I was looking through my books that I have on my Goodreads, and I definitely just found another one that I'm going to include in this video that I also really, really, really want to buy. So the one that I was going to mention is Loretta Lynn, Coal Miner's Daughter by Loretta Lynn. That movie, like I love how many movies there are based off of books because then I get to go back and compare them all and read all the books as well. I loved the movie Coal Miner's Daughter. That story about Loretta Lynn is freaking wild, dude. The amount of stuff she's overcome as a country singer and like before then to become a country singer. But anyway, that book that I came across in my want to read list that I also really, really, really want to read this year, The House of My Mother, A Daughter's Quest for Freedom by Sherry Frankie. You cannot call yourself chronically online if you do not know the story of Ruby Frankie and the 8 Passengers family. I know this shit backwards and forwards. The experiences that the children went through in the house of Jodi Hildebrandt is literally criminal. Like, I can say that. Like, it's not even alleged because they were convicted. It's literally criminal what happened to them in this house. So the oldest daughter is Sherry, and she finally wrote a book about her experiences as a child of a family vlogger channel. and I would love to read her story. So you know, I'm smiling right now, but it's because I'm excited at the prospects of reading, not the prospects of reading abuse. Maybe I'll make a video one day of me literally just going over all of my want to read list on Goodreads, because how many books do I have on that list? 68 books. So if y'all want me to do like a Goodreads deep dive, I could definitely do that. Anyway, so that is all the books that I wanted to mention to you guys this video. If you have read anything that I've read or am going to read this year, leave me a little comment. I'd love to know about it. Don't give me any spoilers, because I'm not a fan of spoilers. Just saying. I'm so excited that I'm doing this like revitalization of reading this year, because I've gotten out of it. I've lost the habit of reading, especially as I started college. But now that I'm switching my career path and I'm still going to school, but I'm going less now. I have the time to dedicate to this, and that makes me so happy. So follow along on my reading journey. Please, Diet Coke, your tail. Anyway, follow me along on my reading journey, and I'll give you an update probably in a couple months, probably when I read a couple more books, bring you back in, tell you what my updated list is and everything. So, anyway, have a great day. Enjoy a little you time. Take some self care today or tomorrow if it's already too late. It's never too late for self care, though, so do it whenever you can. Okay? Have a good day. Bye bye.